Let's take up questions based on chemical equilibrium. For a hypothetical gaseous reaction, 2Ab3 gas gives you A2 gas plus 3B2 gas. 2 moles of Ab3 are introduced into evacuated 1 liter flask. Check the volume is 1 liter. At equilibrium, 1 mole of Ab3 remains. The equilibrium constant Kc for the reaction will be. Now, four option: A part 1.69, B part 16.9, C part 27, D part 2.7. Now, how do we solve it? First of all, we write the balanced chemical equation. 2Ab3 gas gives you A2 gas plus 3B2 gas. Initially, 2 moles of Ab3 was present and no product was formed. Therefore, initially we take the concentration of A20 as well as B20. At equilibrium, 1 mole of Ab3 remains. Now, how much Ab3 has reacted? 2 moles we had, 1 mole has remained, so it means 1 mole has reacted. Now see the balanced equation. 2 moles of Ab3 will give you 1 mole of A2. 1 mole of Ab3 will give you half mole of A2. So half mole of A2 is the concentration at equilibrium. Similarly, 2 moles of Ab3 gives 3 moles of B2. 1 mole of Ab3 will give you 3 by 2 moles of B2, and we will get 3 by 2 moles of B2 at equilibrium. This is the way of calculating concentration of reactants and products at equilibrium. Now we have to, volume is 1 liter, so it concentration will become moles per liter. So the mole will become concentration as the volume is 1 liter. So the expression for Kc is A2 raised to the power 1, which we don't write, B2 raised to the power 3, and Ab3 raised to the power 2 because its coefficient is 2. The molar concentration at equilibrium for A2 is half and B2 is 3 by 2 moles per liter. It will be cube of 3 by 2 divided by 1. So 3 cube is 27, and here 2 cube is 8. 8 into 2, 16. 27 by 16, that is 1.69 is the correct answer. Equilibrium constant for the reaction H2 plus I2 gives you 2HI is 50 at 700 Kelvin. The value of equilibrium constant for the reaction HI gives you half H2 plus half I2 will be. Now here keep in mind that hydrogen is gas, iodine is gas, and 2HI is also gas. Options are A 5, B 1, C 0.25 and D 0.141. First we write the expression for the first equation. H2 gas plus I2 gas gives you 2HI gas. Kc will be equal to molar concentration of Hi raised to the power 2 divided by molar concentration of H2 into molar concentration of I2, and Kc is given to be 50. Now the equilibrium constant Kc dash it should be for the reaction Hi gives you half H2 plus half I2. First we have to write the expression for this. Kc dash is equal to H2 raised to the power half I2 raised to the power half, because products are H2 and I2 and both have coefficient half, and divided by molar concentration of Hi. Now if you observe these two expressions carefully, and if we take square root of this and reciprocal and square root will give us Kc dash. So we have written 1 over square root of Kc, that is 1 over square root of 50. On calculation it will come out to be 0.141, so the correct answer is D part. Next question, we are taking 2 moles of PCl5 were introduced in a 2 liter flask, underline in your mind 2 liter flask, and heated at 250 degrees centigrade to establish equilibrium. When 60% of PCl5 dissociated into PCl3 and Cl2, the value of equilibrium constant Kc for the reaction will be. PCl5 gas gives you PCl3 gas plus Cl2 gas. Options are 0.6, 0.9, 1.8 and 0.5. So the first is, since only 60% of PCl5 is dissociated and initially we had 2 moles, so we multiply 2 with 60 by 100, it comes out to be 1.2 moles. Now reaction we have written, PCl5 gives you PCl3 plus Cl2. Initially we have 2 moles of PCl5 and PCl3 is 0, Cl2 is 0. 2 moles were initially there and 1.2 has dissociated, so remaining will be 2 minus 1.2. If 1 mole of PCl5 reacts, 1 mole of PCl3 will be formed. 1.2 moles of PCl5 is reacting, so 1.2 moles of PCl3 will be formed and 1.2 moles of Cl2 will be formed. Because its coefficient is also 1, so the PCl5 on decomposition, 1.2 moles of PCl5 on decomposition gives 1.2 moles of PCl3 and 1.2 moles of Cl2. Now, since the volume is 2 liters and we want molar concentration per liter, so 0.8 mole which is left of PCl5 divided by 2 gives you 0.4 moles per liter. 1.2 divided by 2 will give you 0.6 moles per liter is the molar concentration of PCl3. Cl2 has equal concentration, 1.2 divided by 2, that is 0.6 moles per liter. Now Kc we have to find out. Kc is equal to molar concentration of PCl3 into molar concentration of Cl2 divided by molar concentration of PCl5. 0.6 into 0.6 divided by 0.4. This comes out to be 0.9, which is the correct answer. Next question. In the equilibrium, A gas plus B gas gives you C gas plus D gas. When 1 mole each of the two reactants are mixed, 0.6 moles of each product is formed. What will be the value of equilibrium constant? Options are 1, 0.36, 4 by 9, 2.25. So for the reaction, A gas plus B gas gives you C gas plus D gas. Initially, we have 1 mole of A, 1 mole of B, 0 mole of C, 0 mole of D. Initially, products are 0. And for reactants, we are given 1 mole each. Now, at equilibrium, 0.6 moles of C was formed and 0.6 moles of D was formed. It means 0.6 moles of B has reacted and 0.6 moles of A has reacted. So, remaining concentration in moles per liter of A will be 0.4, B will be 0.4, whereas C will be 0.6 and D will be 0.6. Now we write expression for Kc, which is equal to molar concentration of C into molar concentration of D divided by molar concentration of A into molar concentration of B. 0.6 into 0.6 divided by 0.4 into 0.4, 36 by 16, 9 by 4, that is 2.25 is the value of equilibrium constant. Let's take up this question. The equilibrium constant Kp for the reaction carbon monoxide gas plus water gas gives you carbon dioxide gas plus hydrogen gas is 4 at a certain temperature. If we start with equimolar amounts of carbon monoxide and water, and their amounts at equilibrium are 1 mole each, what will be the amount of carbon dioxide and hydrogen each at equilibrium? Answer is A part 4 moles, B part 3 moles, C part 2 moles and D part 1 mole. First we write the balanced equation. Carbon monoxide gas plus water gas, water in the form of gas gives you CO2 gas plus hydrogen gas. Now at equilibrium we are given that we have 1 mole of carbon monoxide and 1 mole of water gas. Let's say X moles of CO2 is present at equilibrium and X moles of hydrogen is present at equilibrium. So for this reaction it is clear that number of moles of reactants and products are equal. Therefore Kp is equal to Kc and the volume terms cancel out in equilibrium constant expression. Again, we have supposed that X moles of CO2 and hydrogen gas are present at equilibrium. So here Kp is equal to Kc, which is equal to molar concentration of carbon dioxide into molar concentration of hydrogen divided by molar concentration of carbon monoxide into molar concentration of water. Molar concentration of carbon dioxide and hydrogen we have assumed to be X each. So it will be X into X divided by molar concentration of carbon monoxide and water are 1 each. So it will be 1 into 1. So X square comes out to be 4. X will come out to be 2 moles. So answer is at equilibrium 2 moles of CO2 and 2 moles of hydrogen are present. Next question. In the reaction A2 gas plus 4B2 gas gives you 2AB4 gas and delta H is negative. Delta H negative means it is exothermic process. We want to know the formation of AB4 will be favored at low temperature and high pressure, high temperature and low pressure, low temperature and low pressure, or high temperature and high pressure. The first most important point is you have to observe whether the reaction is exothermic or endothermic. Delta H is negative, it means process is exothermic. And if product process is exothermic, it means low temperature is favorable for forward reaction. Low temperature we have in A part as well as C part. So let's talk about pressure. In case of pressure, there are 5 moles of reactants and 2 moles of products. Means delta N is negative. And if delta N is negative, high pressure is favorable for forward reaction. So the correct answer is low pressure and high pressure is favorable for manufacture of AB4. And this we have done on the basis of Le Chatelier principle.